Hi, Priestess. Happy 11/11 portal to you. I hope that your 11/11 portal is magical and that you, sorry if you see my finger, and I hope that you get everything that you are wishing for and manifesting today. Today we're going to do something special as we celebrate this 11/11 portal. I'm going to read cards live for this crew, and people who filter in are going to get a little opportunity to request a card pull in the live chat. I never do this anymore. And then we're going to spread some magic together as a collective. So whether you're tuning in live or catching this later on, you will also be able to spread some magic today, putting the good juju out into the ethers. Hello, 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 everybody. I'm so happy you're here. Yes, happy 11/11. Oh, wow, from a life path 11. I love it. I love it. That's so. Drop your life path numbers below if you know it. I'm a life path 1. That's why I can be so bossy sometimes. Hello from the UK. Sending 11/11 love right back to you. All right. Yeah, you want a card pull? Okay, so I'm gonna pull cards for people in the live chat. Before we do that, we're gonna give everyone time to kind of filter in. Drop your life path numbers in the live chat. Drop where you're tuning in from. Switzerland. We got Jovan is a life path number 3. That's my favorite number, 3. Susan's a life path 10. Love this. Love this. Love this. Happy 11/11. We're gonna weave some magic. So today's energy, I hope you're feeling it. Things are shifting. This is like when the tectonic plates of your soul and your path start to rearrange based on all the aligned, intentional mindfulness, healing, and action you have put forth this year. This was like a hard year, right? The year of the 9, the year of the snake, a lot of releasing, but with the releasing is also a lot of new beginnings. All of the work that you've been doing up to this point has essentially been shifting the energetic framework, the blueprint, the grid underneath the scenes, It's like it's the energetic tapestry, if you will, has been being reorganized, rewoven, maybe patched up in areas. And essentially what's going to happen is shout out March 1st, me too. Essentially what's going to happen is with this reorganized grid, tapestry, energetic foundation that you have, as the pieces of this all start to come together. I'm picturing sacred geometry. And with the sacred geometry, there's the points. I don't speak math, but I'm positive that that's also a math term, is like the rays are connected by points in the overall shape, right? And what's happening right now is all the pieces are coming together in a different way because you've been doing things differently. You've been adjusting your mindsets. You've been healing, giving yourself the energetic love, attention, self-coaching, reparenting that you need for the internal vibration and the internal system to shift. So now, as all of that's shifting, the finalized solidification of what it is that you're doing, that's going to be something new. You're going to be something you haven't been before. You're going to be vibrating at a frequency you haven't been vibrating before. And because of that energetic shift, that vibrational shift, there always has to be a change in the physical too. And that part is where magic comes in. The things that shift on the outside, that's a result of what you've already done. It's like you actually don't have to do any of that outside work. That outside shifting, how the universe starts responding to you, how opportunities start finding you, how new pathways start revealing themselves to you, doorways start opening, you start meeting different kinds of people. All of that is like, oh, you did the work for that to happen. And today is like the kickoff of that happening. I would be on the lookout for small, medium, and big, but especially the small and medium trickles of what's being canceled, what's being like rearranged, what's being redirected, and what's replacing it today. Because all of that shifting energy is giving you a preview of what's to come. There's something like connecting is the energy I wrote, that's the word I wrote down before I started this, is connecting, connected, connection, and it's like all of that is you connected, your connection. And it's also like, what is this framework, this energetic vibration that you're radiating? What is that connecting to? And what is the universe connecting you to or connecting you with, right? All of the shifts that we are experiencing today, this is like just the beginning. This is going to carry us through all of next year. And all of next year is basically beginning energy. Next year is a 1. Technically it's a 10, right? This is the year of the 9. So next year is the year of the 10. In numerology, 1 plus 0 breaks down to 1. So this is the year things are like finalizing. The new skin, that snake skin that we talked about, it's coming online. Next year is going to be the year that you're like acting in the new skin. Acting in all the connected sacred geometry, fabric change, my energetic makeup changed, my nervous system changed, acting in it. This is kind of like the preview trailer of the movie that's coming out next year. And next year you are main star, baby, main character energy for the whole year in that new skin. Because next year is a 1 year and today's an 11/11, that energy plays very well together. It's master manifestor energy. It's the aces in tarot energy. In the Kabbalah, when we talk about the aces are essentially the Big Bang. It's like from source. It's like nothing you need to do. These aces, they're going to find their way to you when it's time for them to find their way to you. Allow all that energy to play together. There's something else I was going to say. 11/11, next year is the 1. Be mindful of the numbers. Like, keep, I know you look for them, but like, keep an eye out for the numbers. The numbers are going to speak to you. The signs are going to be signier. And in this like new beginning, I'm playing out in my new skin next year energy. There's also going to be unfolding of depth and reward and fulfillment in that energy. It's going to be new for all of us to be acting in that new vibration. And with that, if you've ever done like improv or acting or singing, anything like performance related, you can practice on your own all you want, but like when you actually go out to do it on stage, which is just life, right? There's other things happening around us. There's other people, there's other energies, there's other activities, events. You're gonna kind of get to see who you are in that energy even deeper than the preview that you're getting today. Sorry if you hear the oil truck across the street there. We have a freeze warning. It's very cold today. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about in terms of your connection, there's never a bad time to be grateful. There's never a wrong time to be grateful. Gratitude. So if we talk about science and psychology, the practice of gratitude and getting your mind to be in the brainwave of gratitude is actually a natural anti-anxiety. Your brain can't do those two things at the same time. So sometimes when I wake up with anxiety a bit. This is something I've had since I was a kid. In the middle of the night, when I wake up with anxiety, sometimes what I'll do is like I'll tap into, okay, I have Jupiter on my left leg, I have Neptune on my right leg. I'm grateful for the warmth of my cats. I'm grateful that they're here with me. I'm grateful for the comfort of my bed. Super simple. Just to combat the anxiety. Today is a beautiful day to be grateful in advance. And if you suffer from anxiety, take that. But there's some sort of psychological and universal cosmic magic with gratitude. It's the frequency of gratitude that seems to be not only a healer, but almost like a summons, like come hither. So another practice you can implement today is meditating into gratitude in advance for what's coming for you next year. Does that make sense? Like, I'm grateful for my new skin that I will be living out in next year. I'm grateful for my new blank that I will be experiencing next year. I'm grateful for the job, the location, the mindset, the health improvement, whatever you are working on. You can be thankful for it today with the knowing that it's coming then, or maybe blooming more then, because it does feel like today is a it's already here day. Okay, I'm gonna pull cards. What I'm gonna ask you to do is exchange with me, not money. I'm gonna pull a card for you, and what I want you to do is go follow a fellow high priestess who's also tapped in and connected in all of her witchy tarot ways. She offers Piscean tarot readings as well as collective energy and other signs. Her YouTube channel is SPELLBOUNDMETA. It's Tiffany Demana. She is a fellow high priestess. She is a Tarot Academy graduate. She is one of my one-to-one coaching clients. She is a friend. She is a trusted sister in the spirit. So what I'm going to ask you to do today is when I pull a card for you and read for you, I'm going to ask you in exchange to go follow her and check out her readings on her channel. And if you are not in this live exchange with us right now, that's okay. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is join us in a little, we're going to call it a high priestess wave at the end. So stay tuned here. Let me pull up this live chat so I can, I'm going to pick people at random just because the live is, that's just like what I'm going to have to do on this other phone over here. Give me one moment when I find you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so supportive in the chat. Hello. Oh my God, here's everybody. I see you. Okay. Let me clear this. All right. I'm gonna literally pick someone at random, so this is not me playing favorites. This is the universe choosing through my finger, okay? Okay. It's me, Miss Vicky. Do you have a question that you want to ask the cards, my girl? You are the name that I landed on. It's me, Miss Vicky. Hi, Jovan. Hi, Dwayne. Hi, Joyful Heart. It's so good to see everybody. Thank you for your presence here. Hi, Kat. Hi, Effortless. Hi, Vicky. Do you have a question that you want me to pull cards for? Hi, Shell. Shell Bell holding it down. Oh, I'm so glad that you loved the earlier reading today, Renee. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Hi, Crackerbox. It's so good to see you. Happy 11/11. For those of you who don't know your life path number, you can find your life path number when you run your natal chart. Actually, you can also, if you add up the digits in your birth date, so I'm March 1st, 1986, 0 plus 3 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6 breaks down to a 1. So that's another way you can find your life path number. Oh my God, guys, my eyes are for aesthetics only. I'm so sorry. Hi, 6 Mary Marte. It's so good to see you. Okay, Vicky's passing. So we're going to pass it to Shell. She passed the baton to Shell. Shell, you got a question for the cards, babe? Tuning in from Texas. Hello, Texas. All right. Vicky, okay, Vicky, and then we'll do Shell. Vicky says, advice or thoughts for the next 3 months? All right. If you have cards, you guys can pull along too, you know? All right. advice or thoughts for the next 3 months. I need less cards than that. That was too many. All right. Wow, you got 4 of Swords. This is actually another High Priestess's tarot deck, Tulip Magic. You can follow her on, if you're on Instagram, she does Instagram live tarot readings on Tuesdays. They're donation based, just kind of like what we're doing right now, live in the chat. So if you're on Instagram, she's a Pisces, she's a High Priestess, also former Tarot Academy graduate. Tulip, like the flower, Tulip Magic Tarot on Instagram. Okay, Vicky, you got 4 of Swords for the next 3 months. What I love about the collage artwork in this particular card is that we have this beautiful, beautiful stained glass window behind her that essentially lets light in, right? But she's outside. She knows the beauty of the stained glass window. She knows the beauty of the light coming in through that glass, but she herself is outside. So there's an energy of, you know, outside in the spiritual realm represents connecting to nature. It's like stepping away from maybe filters, maybe stepping away from, windows are beautiful and necessary, but there's nothing like live time in nature. And the 4 of Swords is traditionally an energy of rest, recuperation, rejuvenation, meditation, contemplation. It's like all the inside energy. It's like peace, quieting of the mind, finding stability, but it's specifically through air. So it's through the mind, through the words, and it's really through silence that the peace comes from. And then inside of that peace usually comes an Ace of Swords. And you see her hand is actually gently resting on this Ace of Swords. That's like one of the 4 swords here. And in most 4 of Swords cards, we see that where there's like one outlier, one thing that stands out. So now we have a theme here of outside, outlier, standing out. So over the next 3 months, advice and insights is outside, but this might not mean like literally outside, though I'm always going to say nature is like the #1 purifier. That's scientifically proven too, that our electrons shift when we're in nature. It's like a natural way to clear the mind and kind of come back to a center. But if it's not literal outside, it's like stepping away from the thing that filters the beauty of nature and stepping into the actual beauty itself, like immersing in a real deal thing. But there's something tied to silence for peace of mind, or like stillness for peace of mind. And in that, there's like an idea or an aha or clarity that maybe your insides are seeking a particular clarifier right now. It's like through this process of stepping out, stepping outside, maybe you stepping out, like standing outside of your familiar, outside of your comfort zone, outside of your realm, that an aha comes through. Do you see the contrast of the black and white imagery of the swords and the woman in the dress, and then the beautiful lavender and, let's say, marigolds? You know, it's like the flowers, the garden, the house, the stained glass window. It's colorful. It's the person in the swords. It's actually in black and white. So when we get into those modes of like, I feel muted, I feel dulled, I feel maybe like even uninspired, right? Stepping out of something is supposed to bring in the peace, that like coming back to center, homeostasis that we all desire. And then in that homeostasis is an Ace of Swords, kind of like waiting for you. And she's really not even in a rush to extract that Ace of Swords either. So another aspect of advice here might be like enjoying and savoring or immersing in the peace that you get in your process. This could even be like carving out a new process for developing peace of mind, stability, security. Okay, that feels like that was the message. Vicky, thank you for letting me read for you. I hope that helped. Let's see. Shell, I'll read for you. Is the path I am on ancestrally led? Okay. I feel like you already know that answer. I feel like we talked so much about that in astrology, in the astrology class. Is the path I'm on? Let me ask it like this. Let's just assume it's yes. Okay. A card popped. 2 cards popped. You have 5 of Swords and 7 of coins. Ooh. Let's assume the answer is yes. And let's allow these to be the insights, assuming the answer is yes. I personally, I believe and I live by the thought, if you feel like you are called or guided or supported or protected by the ancestors, then it's true. If you feel it, then it's true in this aspect. Let's do these cards one at a time. The 5 of Swords card here, this is interesting. These are actually runway models. These are chic, high fashion runway models. There's a 2 of Swords elegantly crossed at the bottom. And then this lead model is taking 3 of Swords with her. She's basically about to like turn, just like these models are. They've like about faced and are like leaving the catwalk. She's about to do that, but she's turning with the 3 of Swords. This is almost like, what does that mean? High fashion model. High fashion is what? It's elite, it's artistic, it's not always accessible to the masses, right? From an artistic point of view, sometimes it's like, ooh, what is this word? Not eccentric, yeah. There's something about the eccentricities that you hold are actually the powers that you yield. And it's in the standing and being seen in the eccentricities that you're able to not only collect 3 of Swords, let's assume that's like generational pains, wounds, disappointments. Not only are you able to collect them, but you're able to make them look differently. This has to do with like visualization, creativity, but it's like aesthetics, it's seeing. We know that the work we do on the ancestral path is like deeper than aesthetics, but this feels like a cherry on top. Like sometimes I can speak for myself. I don't feel like I am always so graceful in my ancestral healing. This card is implying that you're making it look very, not just eccentric, but like eccentric in a way that is desirable or noteworthy or striking. All of these runway models, they go out one at a time and they're all in a rhythm and they're all silent. There's something about like the rhythm. Ooh, the rhythm is going to get you. Something about like the rhythm that you are following to do this is also like adding flair or artistic nature to this process. 5 of Swords is associated with the mind. So maybe this is a reminder to like give yourself credit for how you're doing this, or give yourself permission to do this in a way that feels fulfilling and striking and creative for you. And like allow the 5 of Swords in the mind to actually be a confirmation of, yes, I am supposed to do this, and this is how I'm going to do it. 5s are also all about change. Last thing I'm going to say, just because I just noticed this, the clouds in the background, they look like cotton candy, right? These beautiful pink clouds. We see this at sunset, sometimes sunrise, I guess, but we see this a lot at sunset, these beautiful pink, wispy clouds. So it's like golden hour energy. And sun setting is also related to a cycle being closed out, but like it's like enjoying this process while you're doing it, even when there's like pain to carry, even when she's carrying the 3 of Swords and she's going to take them with her on this turn. So it's like, can you also enjoy yourself or have fun or do it your own way while you're bearing the cross or like bearing the burden of that? And then you also got the 7 of coins came out with it. Let me just look at her. Okay, we have hummingbird, sheep. She has this beautiful OG camera around her neck. I'm just thinking about ancestors. And she's in black and white, but she's immersed in the color. That's kind of like Vicky's. She's in black and white, but she's immersed in the color. 7 of Pentacles is like for the long haul and like experiencing the return on investment. that camera and the black and white, it's like a snapshot in time. It's like what you're doing is a snapshot in time, and I'm getting like timeline. The future line is the one that gets to enjoy the fruit of your labor, or like the return on your investment. But there's something about you being able to enjoy this snapshot in time now too. I think that's the theme for both of these cards, is like making this process your own. Permission to enjoy the snapshot now. Enjoy the pose now. Enjoy the strut now. I'm saying all these words. I know this doesn't make sense in terms of ancestry, but it's like, can you apply that to your ancestry? That feels right. And 5s and 7s are prime numbers. So there's also an energy of like you being in your prime for this, or you have been primed for this. Prime being like, this can't break down. Prime is, you cannot break this down evenly, right? A 7 can't break down technically evenly in terms of whole numbers, you know? Again, I taught reading, not math. Okay. High Priestesses, I just want to take a little pause here and share. I don't know if you guys know this or if you were around, but 11/11 of 2022, I had been posting readings on YouTube for a few months at that point, and I just had like a couple hundred subscribers, and it was very like scary. If anyone has a YouTube channel, you know it's like very nerve-wracking to do this. and I'm usually just showing you my hands, so it's also like, girl, what are you afraid of? People are gonna make fun of your knuckles? Nothing new here. They've been making fun of my knuckles my whole life. True life. But on 11/11/2022, the universe like popped one of my readings, and I went from a couple hundred subscribers to 1,100 subscribers that day. And I went, oh, those numbers are so specific. Hey, Wisconsin, I love the Midwest. Like the number, like 11/11, and I had 1,100 subscribers pop that day. I was like, oh, they're speaking to me in the numbers. Like in a way that's, they're always talking to us like that. But that was one of the first times where I was outside of a medicine journey, like just a sober living, you know, where I was like, oh, I can't not see this. You know, I remember saying to a colleague that day, I was like, that's a sign, right? Like, I have to do this. This is them saying, go harder here. I was like churning my wheels on something that wasn't doing anything, you know? And I was like, I think I'm supposed to go all in on this. So I went all in on this. And that changed my life. That changed my life. I had left corporate months prior with the knowing I'm supposed to leave corporate. I'm supposed to do High Priestess healing. This is my calling. This is like how I'm going to heal me. And I know I can offer something to others. So it's like 2 birds, 1 stone. Everyone can benefit from this, right? But this had been like months of me trying to figure it out. And on 11/11/2022, months later, I think it was like 5 months almost to the day, finally I had a pop on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, keep going. Don't stop. Let it pop. And it might take longer, it might not, but keep going. And like the numbers are always going to speak to you. So also pay attention to your numbers today. If you have a channel of any kind, there might be like flurries or flare-ups or a sign of like, hey, keep going here. And that was like the day that I was like, okay, I'm going all in on this. And I'm going to read the shit out of these cards. And I'm going to teach people tarot because I love teaching tarot. And that spun into this whole High Priestess, like, you know, Cosmo field we got going on here. It's like little High Priestess universe. Oh, God, hold on. And I'm so grateful. It changed my life, guys. I really cannot explain this, and I cannot say that enough. It changed my life. And, you know, today in the United States, it's Veterans Day, and I don't agree with war, but both of my grandfathers are veterans, and maybe that relates to you too. And they've been here lately, especially one of them. And I have a very strict rule in my house of like, no ghosts, don't show me. Don't talk to me through the cards or through another reader. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. It fucks with me. But the last couple days, they're like bopping around in here, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to fight this anymore. I'm just going to be grateful that they are here and like accept that it's protection, and to feel them today on 11/11, where it's like this anniversary of the thing that changed my life. I'm very grateful. And I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for riding with me. And in the sentiment of gratitude, I would love to somehow all of us make some magic happen today. And I am a firm believer that whatever you put out in the universe also comes back to you. Not that that should be the reason to do it. It does feel good, though, to do good. Good. So I'm going to initiate our very first High Priestess wave. Wave like the ocean, like the water. And what that looks like, this is the first time we're going to do this. What I want everyone who's watching to do, yeah, Jovan says, yes, let's make magic, baby. Yeah. What I would love everyone to do is, everyone who's watching, go subscribe to SPELLBOUNDMETA on YouTube, to Tiffany's channel. Subscribe. Let her experience the wave that I got to experience a few years ago. Let's spread that good juju. It takes nothing for us to subscribe to a channel. You can subscribe to a channel and not watch the channel. It's like very, very low effort for us to do that, you know? There's so many channels that I'm like, let me give them the number. Let me give them my subscriber energy, because I know how it can change a life. It's so low effort. And I also know that Tiffany is tapped in. She's practicing witch, practicing love practitioner. She practices moon rituals. She has a lot of offerings, just like I do, but like in her own zone, in her own realm, in her own way. You will be satisfied with her readings. Her shorts are like always on it. She's always on it in the shorts. Please go subscribe to SPELLBOUNDMETA, and I want you to comment on the second most recent video. It's the All Signs Mercury retrograde reading. I think it literally says Mercury retrograde, stop looping. And I was like, ooh, I love that word. I love that term, stop looping. Yes, baby. Everyone watching, please go subscribe and just go, let's do this for the comment. For the comment. Oh my God, I should have planned this out ahead. This is what I want us to do. This is our signature High Priestess wave. It's a moon emoji and it's the ocean wave emoji. That's the High Priestess wave. We don't even need to say any words. Also low effort. The moon emoji, the ocean wave emoji. I want everyone to go leave the moon emoji and the ocean wave emoji underneath Tiffany's second most recent video, All Signs Mercury retrograde, stop looping. I want to see those moons and waves, and I'm going to look and I'm going to comment under them. Let's go spread some love. Let's go spread some magic. Let's be the reason. Ooh. Let's be the reason someone has a good day today. And then, oh my God, she's here. Oh my God, she's here. Hi, Tiffany. I didn't tell her I was doing this. Oh my God, surprise. Well, that ruined the surprise. Oh my God, you see how red I get when I public speak? But I love doing it. It's so weird. It's just like a witch wound, you know? I'm like, oh, that's not this lifetime. That's an old lifetime problem. Okay, everyone say hi to Tiffany. She's in the live chat. If you're watching the playback, go subscribe to SPELLBOUNDMETA on YouTube. She's tried and true and tested. I've known her for over a year and change now. She's a High Priestess. She's a Tarot Academy graduate. She's real deal. She cares. She's tapped in. She's in it for the right reasons. Let's go support a fellow. Don't say you're crying. You're going to make me cry. Let's go support a fellow High Priestess. Let's be the reason someone has a good day today. Let's go be the reason someone experiences magic today. And if you happen to experience magic today, don't be afraid to shout a prayer of gratitude. Shout it out into the universe. You can always also let me know when you experience magic. Go drop a moon emoji and an ocean wave emoji. That's the High Priestess wave. This is the first time we're doing this, but if you think it's the last, you are sorely mistaken, because this is our new thing now, guys. Go over to SPELLBOUNDMETA, follow Tiffany, drop a moon, drop a wave. Woo! That's a little Cardi B energy. Drop an album, drop a baby. Okay. Her page is spell, like a casting of a spell. SPELLBOUND, as in Dominic, spellbound. Meta. There she is in the live chat. All right, High Priestesses. Thank you so much for spreading your magic. I'm going to pull cards for one more person in the live chat. So if you have a question, just drop your question in the live chat, and in like 30 seconds to a minute, I'll just scroll and pick one at random. It's through my finger. I'm not going to look at any names. I'm not going to look at any questions. I'm just going to let the universe guide my finger. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a High Priestess. If you haven't already listened to Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's cover of Happy Days Are Here Again, come on, get happy. It is the vibe. It is the vibe. So after we depart, go give that a listen. It's such a good feel. Thank you to, oh my God, this live chat is popping off. Thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you to everyone subscribing. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Tiffany, screenshot this shit. I love this. This is people helping people. Oh, I love you, Yvonne. Yes, Shell is back. Hey, girl. Hey. Drop those moons. Drop those waves. In that second to last reading from Tiffany. Mercury retrograde. Stop looping. All signs. Okay. Let me just get one more shuffle and then I'll pick a name, okay? Oh, look at that, Tiffany. Congratulations. Can't wait to watch your channel. Tiffany slays with the fashion. I know that's not why we're here, but it's always nice to like looking at someone, you know? That leopard print got me. Got me good. Got me good. All right. Here we go. I'm going to open the chat and just randomly pull. This is me. See my eyes? See my phone? This is me not looking. Okay. Misty Lane. Oh shit, I lost it. Hold on. Misty Lane. Where should my focus be now? Okay, Misty. Foofy woof. General advice for Misty. Where should her focus be now? Oh, that one flew. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. Just like one more with that one, just so we have a little support. Okay, we have 2 cards for you. Again, this is Tulip Magic Tarot on Instagram if you don't already follow her. This is the 10 of Swords in the collage, in the Tulip Magic Tarot deck, which she does all collage art. This 10 of Swords is a little different than the Rider-Waite because we already have evidence of flowers blooming around the body. We also have 2 red butterflies, which are symbols of transformation. This indicates that the focus should be on the transformation itself, or where else you can give yourself permission to bloom. See those flowers? I don't know what kind, but they're beautiful yellow flowers. All of the energy in this card is yellow. Yellow is hope. Yellow is sun. Yellow is solar plexus energy. So it's like self-esteem, willpower, confidence. Ooh, 4444 on my phone, just so you know. 444 is angels are on your side. I don't know what 4444 means, though. So the general focus is where can I bloom after the endings? So this is kind of like saying not to focus on the endings. This is saying, like, where can we grow, bloom, and transform? The butterflies are already flying. To become a butterfly is such a grueling process, you know? It's caterpillar into the cocoon, and then they completely dissolve into liquid, so they lose the whole whatever they were before, they lose it. They're not that physical form anymore. And then in the cocoon, from that liquid soup, they become something else. And then they have to like struggle to break out. But these butterflies are already out. So there's something there too about like, let the focus now be on where to fly next, where to bloom next. Red is also the energy of one, standing out, but it's action. So it's like, where can you fly? Where can you spread your wings more? The yellow is like, has to do with confidence, self-esteem. Yellow makes me think of Leo energy, and Leo rules what? 5th house, right? So it's like your creativity, your artistic nature, performance energy. And like, even if you're not a performer in the formal sense, it's like, where can you give yourself permission to kind of like come out more? Oh, as I say that, Miss Neptune joins the chat. Okay. And then the other one you got was this 7 of Cups. This is like saying it's your choice. This is saying it's like a choice time. The focus is like evaluating your choices and where you can expand, and then making the choice, trusting yourself to make the choice. I love these cups in this card, the artwork. It's dragon, angel, wreath, snake, bouquet of flowers, and it looks like a skull made of crystal, made of purple amethyst. And if we did the symbolism there, it's like snake is like this year. So it's shedding, or it's showing up in new skin. Dragon is like activating like the mythical aspects of yourself. Power, fire, flying. Flowers is blooming. Flowers is beauty. Flowers is feminine energy. It's creation. The wreath is success. It's being seen. It's like 6 of Wands energy. The angel, this like cherub statue, is like connecting to angels. So maybe even like tapping into spiritual abilities, clairsenses, the angel realms, the angel like heart hierarchies. That skull, purple amethyst, I'm not even sure if that's what that is, but that's what I'm seeing. So that would be like the energy of allowing yourself to identify with like the protection that comes with a death and rebirth, like really allowing yourself to be like, death and rebirth is it is what I choose, and I'm protected in it. It's like there's no wrong choice either. It's kind of saying like, whatever has ended this year, it was meant to end so that you could have these options, and so that you could fly, so that you could transform, so you could do something different, so you could bloom. So the focus now is bloom, fly, expand, and like you get to choose how, when, where, etc. All right, I'm going to choose one card for the crew before we wrap up. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, go follow Tiffany Spellbound Meta. Drop a moon, drop a wave. I see you guys dropping them in the live chat. Thank you so much. Go drop a moon, drop a wave under her second to last video. The all signs reading, Mercury retrograde, stop looping. Let's make some magic happen for somebody else today. Be the magic you want to experience in the world, right? Okay. For the crew, we have, wow, 7 of coins again. That's what Shell got. And the strength card. And she's kissing the lion right on the mouth. This is actually a picture of me and Neptune every night before we go to bed. What? Okay, 7-8 is also a sequence. Snapshot in time. This is like, we're never going to get this time back. We're never going to get this one moment back. Do you ever? Okay, I'm like spazzing a little, but there are some days where I'm like, Jessica, you're never going to be this age. You're never going to be at this place. You're never going to feel and look as good as you do today. Like, whatever, maybe I'll look better next year. But like, you know, you might not. So the energy is like, can you maximize the time today? Can you kiss it on the mouth today? Whatever you got, can you rock it today? Whatever you've planted, whatever you have around you, can you enjoy it today? Because we might not have it tomorrow, or it might be different later. So wouldn't it just be the spiritual thing to savor what's present in the now, because that's honoring your soul's choice to have a human experience, and having a human experience means being here, being present. Strength card means like it's not always easy. It's like so much easier to like 7 of coins plan ahead, or 7 of pentacles, let me like look back at the past, or look back at it, whatever, do whatever you got to do. I support you. But this is saying like, this is the snapshot in time. Like today, we're not going to get today again. We're not going to get this 11-11 again. So go be the 11-11 magic energy that you would like to see, and like savor and celebrate all that's around you right now, because like in a moment it can and will change. Change is like the only constant in life. So this is like, take a picture of it, enjoy it, kiss it on the mouth. 4444 again on my phone. And like where you are today, it's also like where you're meant to be. So like enjoy what you can with what you got, with where you are for the time being. Pisces. Thank you for this 1111 magic. Thank you to everybody who's following Tiffany Spellbound Meta on YouTube. Thank you for everyone. High Priestess waving, dropping the moon, dropping the ocean wave under the second to last reading that says all signs, Mercury retrograde, stop looping. My favorite thing to see in humans is when humans help or impact or connect with other humans. Is my favorite thing in the world, is my favorite thing in this position that I'm in right now. Thank you for allowing me to witness this, and thank you for being the magic that you wish to see. I love you all. Happy 11/11. We'll have another reading tomorrow, and I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.